Hi, this is Jan again from NewONEWay. Today, which is the 4th of May 2025, I wanted to try to dig deeper into, first of all, what I did, which was not necessarily what everyone else did, to get closer to God. Because actually I have, I have been living in Denmark as a child, but not really brought up in Christianity or anything else. And due to that, it was maybe a little difficult for me to find out how to get into these things. But as I was traveling the world, I arrived in Bali, where I got acquainted with Buddhism and Hinduism. And from there, I started to dig deeper after into also Christianity and Islam and so on, to see what is it actually that people is looking for, or maybe put in another way, what am I looking for? What is God actually? And at the time, I was also searching books, of course, and I came across something about esoteric wisdom that gave me a little more hint on the depth of what actually it's all about. And that's why I kept digging in that for some time and started to, I would say, build a program that I would follow so that I could get through the process. It's not just a question of putting or stepping on a button and then everything is in place. I kind of knew that, because else it would, of course, just have been there. So what I did was actually to create my own steps that I had to follow, and that was based on, it started based on my trip to Bali, where I was participating in a Vipassana for 10 days. And the Vipassana is actually a Buddhist retreat, where you basically, this was a silence retreat, so that means that everything that you probably don't really know that you're thinking about or acting according to could actually come up and show you in the face, this is what you're doing, but is that what you really want to do? And that was about finding the defilements in our inner shadows and in our life and so on. And that gave me the idea that, there is actually something we have to go through here to even start cleaning up ourselves for the space to come in for God. Or put in another way, to clean up our pipes so that the energies we need to attract from the universe can actually come in without too much friction and so on. And that ended up being the 8 Oneness Practices, I'm calling it. And I'm putting that into the description for the ones that might be interested in reading that. But the first one is actually about breathing consciously. And the fact that I realized that was, of course, part of the Vipassana, is that to get into a meditation, the first thing that we should be good at is actually to breathe consciously, so that our system is getting ready for the meditation. And that was actually the first thing, and that took me into the next thing was the actual meditation, and then into listening to what we got from the meditation and so on. But I have put it in the description so that you can look at it, and if you feel for it, then just drop me an email or let's have a talk related to how to use this. I have a lot of material on that, and I'm also writing books on these things. So there might be a lot of things to catch up on. But the fact about the 8 oneness processes is actually, well, first of all, oneness is actually what we're aiming for. We are aiming to become one with ourself, with our higher self, and with God that is around everything. And of course also with other people, because the fact is that if we consider ourselves as one, then there is no need to actually kill each other or to starve each other or to compare ourselves with each other. We are all here for a specific reason at this time. And that's how it goes also from our past and for our future. There is a reason that God has put us here. There's a reason we are born. There's a reason that we are born in that specific family. And it all fits together, and that's of course a higher thing to think about. But when we get deeper into those things, we can start to observe that's really true. It makes so much sense. There is things like synchronicities. We meet the right people that we need to meet on the road to finding God and finding ourselves. And when we start to observe those things, it becomes so much more not only logic, but also purposeful what we actually are doing. And I think that was basically what I wanted to talk about today, because that helped me a lot when I got that 8 practices process in place, because then I could start using it. I could start helping others to use it, and then basically stepwise get to where we want to go. So that was it, and I am happy that you are here with me, and I hope that you will continue to listen to my channel, the NewONEWay. Sorry, it was not Open Way before, but now it's One Way, because I realized it had to be related to God's way, basically. Thank you for me today. I hope you are having a beautiful day, and in some places the spring is over us, and in other places it's a different weather. Thank you very much. See you soon.